So what happens when a company that's an absolute expert in one field, we're talking pioneering blue laser tech for industry, decides to point all that know-how at a totally new target? Well, that's exactly what's happening with Nuburu. They're in the middle of a huge strategic shift into the world of defense. Let's break down what they're up to and why it just might be a real game changer. And that's really the big question here, isn't it? I mean, it's one thing to be a leader in your own industrial niche. It's something else entirely to retool your whole strategy for the multi-billion-dollar defense and security industry. This isn't just a small change in direction. It's a massive, high-stakes bet on reinvention. Okay, so first things first, let's get into the mission itself. To really get what's going on, we have to understand what's fundamentally changing at the very core of who Nuburu is as a company. Now, what's so crucial here is that Nuburu isn't throwing away what made them great. Not at all. They're leveraging their deep expertise in high-performance blue laser technology and aiming it at a completely new and, frankly, enormous target: the world of defense, electronic warfare, and national security. To make this all happen, they've spun up a whole new entity, Nuburu Defense LLC. You can think of this as the command center for the entire operation. It's designed to be their one-stop shop, their dedicated hub for all things defense and security. They're even looking at opening a new office in Virginia, just to get closer to all the action. But, creating a new company on paper is one thing. Building it into a real powerhouse is a whole other story. So how exactly are they planning to pull this off? Well, their approach is built on a really clear four-part strategy. First up, like we just saw, launch Nuburu Defense. Check. Second, forge a really critical partnership with a company called Tekne. Third, acquire Orbit, which is a software-as-a-service company focused on something called resilience. And fourth, bring in a strategic blue laser partner to really beef up their defense applications. It's a full-on, multi-pronged attack. And you know what? We're already seeing this strategy work. The partnership with the Italian defense company Tekne is already paying off big time. Nuburu played a key role in landing a $6.6 million contract. But even more important, this deal sets up Nuburu Defense to be the global hub for all of Tekne's clients outside of Italy, including NATO countries. And that Golden Power notification, that's basically the Italian government giving a massive thumbs up for deals in strategic sectors, a huge vote of confidence. This is their way in, their foothold in the tough European defense market. Now, speaking of strategy, let's define a key term you're going to hear a lot in this space: operational resilience. In the defense world, this is everything. It's all about making sure that critical systems can take a punch and get right back up, whether it's from a cyber attack or a physical threat. And this whole concept is exactly why their next acquisition is so important. Of course, a transformation this ambitious doesn't come cheap. It takes some serious cash. So let's do what we always do. Let's follow the money. First up, a big one: $12 million. The company just wrapped up a public offering that brought in this much money. It's a strategic move designed to strengthen their balance sheet and give them the fuel they need for this whole transformation. And of that, they have $6 million in cash right now ready to deploy. This isn't for keeping the lights on day to day. This is a war chest, specifically earmarked to go out and execute their acquisition program to bring in those key targets like Orbit and that future blue laser partner. Now, this is a really key detail, especially for anyone watching the stock. Nuburu is making it crystal clear they don't plan on issuing more shares connected to an old settlement agreement. It's a sign of stability. Kind of like they're saying, hey, we're managing our equity carefully while we make this huge pivot. Okay, so we've seen the strategy and we've seen the funding. Now let's get to the fun part, the why. Just how big of an opportunity are they actually chasing here? And honestly, the scale here is just staggering. You can see the sheer size of the electronic warfare market. It's projected to be worth almost $20 billion by 2028. And right next to it, even that specialized SaaS market for operational resilience, where their Orbit acquisition fits, is over $1 billion opportunity. Nuburu is positioning itself to capture a piece of both of these massive growing pies. And if you need any proof that this market is real and not just some projection, just look at their new partner, Tekne. Their existing portfolio of orders is valued around $500 million. That shows you the kind of tangible, high-value deals that are out there right now in the exact space Nuburu is jumping into. So the strategy is in place, the market is in their sights. What happens next? What are the key things we should be watching for? And let me tell you, things are moving fast. On October 1st, a new financial controller is coming on board to manage all this growth. Just 2 weeks after that, they'll be at AUSA, which is the U.S. Army's biggest event, making those crucial connections. By Halloween, they're aiming to have the Orbit acquisition locked in, and then wrap up the year by acquiring their strategic blue laser partner. Yeah, it's a packed schedule. And we're already seeing the first financial results of this new direction being projected. $500,000 in billings expected in the last quarter of this year. Now, while that's just a start, it's a huge step. It establishes a brand new baseline for what they expect is going to be a major growth trajectory heading into 2026. Ultimately, this entire strategy really boils down to confidence. As the executive chairman, Alessandro Zamboni, put it himself, they believe their focus on blue laser tech within these defense sectors is the clear path to drive long-term growth and value. It's a powerful and direct statement of intent. So when you look at it, they have a clear strategy, they have the capital to fund it, and they're putting together the right partners. The plan is bold and the prize is enormous. The only question left is, can this laser-focused pivot truly reshape a piece of the defense technology landscape? I guess time will tell, and you can be sure we'll be watching.